And more military news now. Prince Harry's Invictus Games are now underway in Australia. Active duty or veteran service members from 18 nations compete in adaptive sports, and one athlete is representing San Antonio. Former petty officer first class Tyson Schmidt is one of the 500 athletes competing in the games. Now, you may remember Tyson's story. A horrific freak accident in Colorado led to a partial amputation of his leg. He says he had hit rock bottom, contemplating suicide before coming here to San Antonio to rehab at Brooke Army Medical Center's Center for the Intrepid. And Schmidt says a lot of his success is thanks to the Alamo City.
And it was the best decision I ever made. I'm close to the most amazing doctors I've ever worked with. I'm in an amazing city that's growing. I love it here.
Well, Schmidt went on to say that his faith and family have also been a huge help to get him where he is now, bringing home a silver medal in discus and a bronze in the shot put. So congratulations.